Hello everyone, welcome to my 2025 planner lineup video. I feel like this is a little bit intimidating looking and I am actually missing one, so I'll have to grab that. But I have several planners and I really feel like this is manageable. I would have totally laughed at myself even like 5 years ago that I have more than one or two planners, but I also at the time didn't have as much going on as I do now. And I have decided this year to kind of compartmentalize my different aspects of my life into different planners. And I hope that it works for me. We'll see. I have never been fantastic at staying in one planner system, at least not since I joined the planner community and my eyes started to wander from the tried and true that I know. And this year, that tried and true, which is in the past has always been Erin Condren, is not in my stack. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But let's get started on this stack. And I'm going to try to make this as organized as possible. Sometimes I feel like when I make these in the past, it just is confusing. And at the end, you're like, what is she? I don't even know what she's doing for her planner lineup. So we're going to just try to keep this as simple as possible as we go through it. I'm going to scoot them to the side and then we'll start off. The first thing that you should probably know about me before we get started is that I am a sticker shop owner, which you probably know. I own a small business and it keeps me very busy. It's a full-time job for me. And then I also part-time am a nurse, and this one is for nursing. So this is a little A6 cover from MoTerm, and I've been using this for a month. And because it's nursing, you may have seen my stories about this. I talked about it, but there's a lot of HIPAA information in here. So I really can't totally show you what I'm doing, but I'm going to walk through a little bit as we get started. So this is a MoTerm cover, A6 size. And then I have 3 different books in here. This first one I can pull out is just a little tiny booklet. It's about 3.5 by 6 inches. So just really little. It's very little. And inside of this planner, which is very cheap, like $5 at Target, I just have my meetings in red that I actually need to go to in person. So I put my health council meetings on there, and then any other like in-person meeting I have. And then in black, which I can't show you, it's towards the beginning of the planner, I put the patient's other appointments at other places that they may have so I can know where they're going and where they're headed. So that's all this is used for, just appointments and my meetings. And then also in the same front pocket, I have another planner, and this is not day designer. This one's Blue Sky, and I can't remember what collaboration this is. It's not with Day Designer, it's with someone else. It usually has like a floral design in here. There's an opening to these, and so you can slide in pictures. So I took it out so that I could put in some sort of dashboard that I make myself. So I just haven't done that yet. And then this planner looks like this for the weekly. And this is basically just a task list for that nursing job. So I only work the nursing job every 3rd week. I'm on 24 hours a day for a week, and then I get 2 weeks off. I usually just put, let's see, I have a week set up in the front, but I usually just set it up like this. I'll put, if I decide I want some stickers, sometimes I put them down. But generally, I just get my clean color dots and put little checklists on here. And you can see this paper is not fantastic. You can see the week before's checklist. It bleeds. It says a cheap little $6, $7 planner. And so the paper is not the best quality. But it's perfect for a job like that where I really am only using every 3rd week. And then I'll just put, whatever tasks I have to do for that job in here and keep it really simple. So that is all that goes in here. It's just tasks. So let me slide this back in. And then in the back, I have this. So this is just like a little dollar notebook from Walmart by Pen and Gear. I had a bigger one by 5 Star and it just didn't close well. So I really like these like skinnier Pen and Gear memo notebooks. And I can't show you in here. So I am a nurse for a telehealth company. So I work from home, and the patients will call in and tell me about their symptoms and, whatever issue they're having, or if they need to get an appointment here or whatever they need. And when they're calling, I take notes in here. I write down their name and the doctor that they're working with and whatever symptoms they're having and any recommendations I gave, anything like that goes in here. And then I'll take this and put my nurse's note on their computer system on the computer later. I like to keep this in here because I am on call 24 hours a day for a week, but I also have to live my life during that time. So I love this tiny little A6 because it will fit in my purse. And then I can whip this out and open to a blank page and fill out the information if I get a call when I'm at the grocery store or something. It's just a lined little notebook in the back. And I actually really love writing in it because it reminds me of like school notebooks. And I love the way that feels when it gets all filled out. So that is all that's in this planner. And then I have this little, I think this is the mini size ribbon from Tailored Plans. And I love yellow and it just looks so cute in here. So it just makes me happy. And I don't really use it as a bookmark. I just use it as something that is cute. So that's all. This is for my nursing job. And I don't put my nursing information for that job really in any other location except here. This is my Laurel Denise, and this is a project planner. This is what I use for my sticker business. And although I haven't started in this one yet, this is going to be just solely HanCanPlan. So I'll have social media in here, I'll have sticker releases in here, all that sort of thing. So let me show you what this looks like. And like I said, I haven't really planned in this at all. The difference between the project planner and the other planners is there are no weekly pages in here. And I really don't need a weekly page for this business. I just need to see my month at a glance generally. Look how cute this is. This cover doesn't really like match all the rest of my stuff. Really none of my stuff matches. I just got which one I like. When you get this planner, you get 2 bookmarks, one that's scalloped and one that is a ruler. It says you're here and you're also here, so you can put them into different locations. And you have your name page. There's a couple of information pages here. You have this year at a glance page that I feel like can be used for so many things. So last year I used the portrait size for this business and I just decided I really didn't need those weeklies. So I wish that the project planner came in portrait because that would probably be my ideal planner. I love Laurel Denise. I love her team and I love her planners. But okay, so this page, I'm not really sure honestly how I'm going to use it, but I'm going to figure something out. Maybe goals for my business and like tracking different things I've reached each month, or I don't know. I don't know what that page is going to be used for. This is what is really going to be useful for my business here. So on this, I'm going to track YouTube videos, release dates, things I need to get done for my business or for my social media, which goes along with my business. So that will be here. And then I think I'll probably use this differently for different months, but I was thinking I generally release 4 kits a month. So I could have the 4 kits and all the different tasks I need to do for those kits, or I might have it be different social media outlets like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, email. So down here in the habit tracker, I think I'm going to use that for social media. So when I post or when I post videos, so I can just see how I do that month. And then there are no in-between pages, like the little half pages for the week. So it goes directly in to the next month. And as you can tell, this is a horizontally laid planner. So it takes a good chunk of desk space up. So the nice thing about this is it probably will go on an easel right in front of me at my computer and you can fold it back on yourself. And I'll probably, for the most part, be looking at this unless I'm actively working on the 4 kits at the time and I need to see what I need to get done for each one of those. At the very end of this book, you have a plan ahead page, which again, I'm not totally sure what I'm going to use that for. Honestly, I don't know how I'm going to use the rest of these other than the month pages, which I know for sure. But this has yearly wins, yearly lessons, and I may use this for something else. I'm not sure. And then you have this really interesting yearly plan page where you have all of the months and then all of the days going across. I think this could be cool for something. I just don't know. I don't know what. I don't know what I'm using it for, but I like it. And then here you can do specific projects and the tasks that you have to do for them, which I love that idea. Again, I don't know what I'm using them for, but you have several of those, about 12. And then here you have like bigger project and due dates and contacts and all the tasks you need to get done for the different weeks. And you have 6 of those, I think, 6 of those. And then you have these tracker pages. So you could do so many things with this. I just honestly am going to use it as I need it throughout the year. So then you have some graph pages back here, which would be great for like keeping track of different statistics. You could put like income stats or subscriber counts or view counts or anything like that, and some dot grid. And then there's a list in the back that has things like books I'm reading, things I'm listening to, happy moments, gratitude, hobbies, ways I move in my body, I'm excited for, I'm hopeful for. So I probably won't use this for the business, but maybe. I don't know. And then you have another folder in the back. Isn't this cute? I love this. I would love for this to be the cover. And yellow is my favorite color, but I really, really like that inside. Okay, so we have my nursing job and my sticker business. Those are the two planners I've showed you so far. If you watch me on social media, you may know that I am very active and I love working out. And I haven't always been that way. In fact, it's funny for me to even say that I love the gym. I love going to the gym because it seriously has not been like that for very long. So this is this is a Planner Perfect cover, and inside I am keeping track of my health in here. This year I've been very careful about calories in, calories out, and I've lost a significant amount of weight. I still have more to go, but I'm really close to my goal. I'm within like 10 pounds of my goal. And so one of my goals for 2025 is to finish that. And I'm really proud of myself because it's been 10 years of me trying to do that. And last year I just buckled down and actually got it done. This upcoming year, my goal is to hit my goal and to increase my nutrition because I've really only been focused on calories in, calories out instead of quality. And so this year I want to continue the calories in, calories out, but increase my quality of foods and my protein. So that's what this is all about. This is a Sterling Ink Common Planner B6 Slim size. So I have it in a B6 Slim cover from Planner Perfect. I love this lavender one. Let me take it out and I'll just run you through what I'm doing in here a little easier outside of the cover. And before I let this cover go, this is another ribbon from Tailored Plan. I put a winter one on for January. And then this one has just been in here for years and it's just sticker shop ideas. So when people ask me for something, I put it in here. So that's all that is. And that's all that's in this little one right now. Okay, so this is a pretty small little planner. It is the size of a B6, but just a little bit more narrow than B6. So I think that's 7 by 4, I think. It's something like that. Yeah, about 7 by 4. It's a little bit more than that. On this page, I'm going to track workout days. I have these little clear circles that came in my advent. I will be offering these in the shop really soon, but I'm just going to take these little circles. They fit great in this little planner, and I worked out again today, so I'm just going to put the little circle down for that day, and then I can see throughout the year when my workouts were. So I'm excited to track that this year. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I think like a vision board. I'm going to break down my goals soon, but I haven't done that yet. So this is like a goal breakdown. It has someday, 1 year, half year, quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily for those different goals. And these will totally be health related. I'm not putting anything else in here. This is going to be a daily weigh-in page. I know some people don't like weighing in daily, and I may skip some days too. I certainly don't do it every single day, but I do try to weigh in frequently. So I'm going to write those in here as I weigh in. And then this is a quarterly page. So I wrote my priorities for the quarter here, and then my health goals for January here, and I'll do it for February as it comes. This is totally physical health focused. So it's nutrition and exercise for the most part, and sleep. Those are the kind of things I'm working on in this. I'm putting my starting weight up here at the top. And then each month I'm going to work on a different goal that I'm going to track. So for example, in January, I'm trying to eat 100 grams protein minimum. Ideally, I would like to get up to like 140 grams of protein, but I even struggle to hit 100. So for this month, I am just going to try to focus on protein. I'm not really going to worry about calories as much, just focus on that protein goal in this, and I'll write it down as I reach it. I'm just covering this because I put my weight there, and I know some people don't like seeing that. Yeah, that's what's going here. These little month tabs up here are from my Advent, and they will be offered in my shop fairly soon. I love them. I think they're so cute. So I have those all laid out for each of the months, each of those quarters, and these will be just like one goal a month things that I'm working on. And there is actually in between these two pages a December monthly, and I glued it together because it bothers me. I'm one of those people like I don't like empty pages, and so I glued them together. But this page, I plan on writing down when I go to the gym and how many calories I burned at the gym. So yesterday I burned 54 calories. I haven't written down today's yet. I don't even know, honestly. And then I put on each of these months, I put these monthlies that came from the Advent. And again, these will be for sale in my shop soon. I think they're really cute. And then these are also in my shop. And then I did this highlight on the weekend because these Monday start calendars throw me off sometimes. So this just reminds me that it's the weekend. So I just did a little box around that. And I don't always go to the gym on those days, but we do family hikes on Saturdays frequently. So if we're doing a family hike, I'll write my calories from that as well. But I certainly don't exercise on the weekend typically. Okay. And then after the months, if I can get to it, here's the first week. So this is this week. In here, I am just putting down my meals for the day down here. And then I have my workouts listed here. So on Monday, I did lower body, glutes, and hamstring focus. Today, we did upper body, horizontal push and pull. And then tomorrow is a lower body again, although I forgot that the gym was closed. So this may turn into a weighted walk. I have a weighted vest and we'll just go outside and do some hiking instead. And yeah, I just plan that out. And then down here, I put my meals. So that is it. In the back here, I think that I'm going to do some classes, some health classes, and I'll take notes on those classes back here. And I also am thinking about doing meal plan ideas back here and grocery lists for when I need to go shopping, because this is a really easy thing to take around. So that is all. This is totally health related, and I just like it to be separate. So this is the beautiful forest green color, and then this cover on it is actually from Sterling Ink. I ordered a cover for this from Amazon that's by, I can't remember the name, but the common covers that you put on your Hobonichi, and I ordered the B6 Slim, and it was too small, just slightly. I think that this B6 Slim by the Common Planner is just slightly bigger than the typical B6 Slim, so it doesn't fit. So I would definitely, if you get the B6 Slim and you want a cover on it, I would get it from Sterling Ink directly. And I have two more planners, and these are kind of like my main events. These are the ones I'm going to be using. I have a weekly and a little daily. For my weekly, I got the Common Planner two-piece ones, and I got the gold edging on this, and I chose to have the brown and the green as my two halves. My first half is this one, and this is the second half. That's why it's still in its packaging. So I'll use this starting in July, I think. And then this one just goes from January to June. And I kind of regret doing this a little bit, but I don't like when the Hobonichi and these kind of planners get so fluffy that it becomes hard to write in. So I thought I might like it better if they were split in half, but it does make it quite thin, which is nice. I'm excited to use it. So this is my main weekly. This is where I do time blocking and all that sort of thing. It has that same monthly page here. And I saw Helen, who you all know, she does the amazing Hobonichi layouts. And she did a letter like, hello 2025 Helen, love 2024 Helen. And she wrote a letter to her future self, which I love. And I have done that with my life coach and with MakseLife before. And I wanted to do it again. So I totally copied her page here. I just haven't written the letter yet. And then it has that same goal breakdown page here and another yearly tracker here. I'm not totally sure what I'm going to do with either one of those. For this one, I've thought about doing the days I'm reading, but I also thought about doing that here and writing when I started a book and when I ended a book. And then I can do like reviews of the books over here. But I'm not totally sure what I'm doing with this yet. I'm still figuring this out. My health planner seems like it's more organized because it's so like basic and like about one thing. So here's the December page. I haven't glued this one together, but I will. And then the months, and I haven't done the months yet. But let me get to you to the week. So the main thing I got this for is the weekly. So I did plan out this week here. And when I had my Hobonichi last year, I kind of did the same layout. So I am going to keep doing this where I do time blocking, and then I go back at the end of the day and I'll write little things about it sometimes. So like it was my daughter's P day for her mission on this day, so she was able to call home, and I just wrote, Emma seems so happy. It makes me so happy. Like sometimes I write little things like that in, but for the most part, this is a time blocking thing. Just let me know when things are happening. And I keep this on an easel in front of me so I can just know what's happening in the week. And that's really the main thing that this is. Just weeklies. But let me show you some things in the back. These tabs, by the way, are from Cultivate What Matters. They're neutral tabs, and I just thought they were really pretty. So that's where I got those. And those tabs come with tons of bigger tabs too. And I didn't put them on super well. It's kind of bugging me that they're not straight. So at the end of all of the weeks, you have just quite a few notes pages, like 100 notes pages, I think. I use these tabs to just mark some of the notes pages here. So this first section is cleaning. I'm going to do like a cleaning schedule for each season here. And then I have meals. I'm going to show soon how I plan my meals out and make it really simple for my family. But I left a few pages for meal planning here. And then the schedule, I left a few pages for this as well. I have full page stickers that will fit in A5. And I am going to put my ideal schedule in here for each season because it really does change with the seasons. And this next one is vision board. I'm going to do a 2-page vision board spread here. And then projects, if we're doing any major projects in our home, I'll put it here. And the rest of this is just going to be notes pages, or if I need more daily tasks or to break anything down, it will go back here. So that's just a bunch of grid notes sections. In the back here, I put this little tab on it. That can just come on and off. But this is my order tracker. Anything that I've ordered, I'm going to be putting down, and I can add more on. This is one of my full page stickers. So I love that it's here. I just wrote down a couple things that I've purchased for myself here, and then I mark when it's been shipped and when it's been received, and keeping track of my orders. So that's one of my goals next year, is just to be a little bit more conscientious about my spending. So that is my main weekly. And then Sterling Ink has covers that will fit these like smaller half books too. So if you are deciding to go with the A5 2-book weekly, I would recommend getting those from them. I really like this brown. I kind of wish I would have got 2 browns instead of a brown and a green, since I already have a green on something else, but it's cute. All right, my other planner, is this overwhelming already? I don't feel like it is, but I feel like everything has its space and it's useful. So this is my Hobonichi. It's a little tiny itty bitty A6. I don't think I knew how small this, even though I've used an A6 in the past, this just feels like extra, extra small to me, and I love it. So this is the A6 size, like I said. This is also a Hobonichi cover. I love the pink and yellow. And then inside of here, it's just a tiny itty bitty little daily. And there's no weeklies in here. It's just monthlies and days. So this is my daily. Basically, all I'm using it for is, here I wrote one for today, just my task list for the day. And then I wrote down like appointments as I'm doing this. And these are stickers from last year's Advent. I had someone today ask if I would add those to my shop. So these may be coming. They're just a little transparent dot. This is just going to be a daily list. So I might do it a little bit different every day. I may have it be a journal for the day, but it's just a tiny itty bitty little planner. Here's it next to the A5. So really small. It's so cute. Like, I think it's half the size of an A5 this way. So if you were to cut this in half, that's how big an A6 is. It's so cute, and I love it. And so that's my daily, just really simple. Then I have 3 more. I feel like it's a little overboard, but I honestly also feel like it's so good. So I am going to be using a Hemlock and Oak as my journal this year. And this is the horizontal. I have a Hemlock and Oak video coming soon, but I am not usually a horizontal person. And I fell in love with this layout. So let me show you the weekly layout here. There's the month, and here's the weekly. So this is the main thing that I'm going to be doing in this planner is just this page. And they have each day of the week on these long horizontal things. So there's 7 rows across here where I'm going to keep a little journal. I might put a quote there one day, I might put a scripture or how I'm feeling or what happened. And then over here, I want to use this page as a memory keeper for the week. So it may be an overflow of journaling, it could be pictures, it could be just stickers and like junk journaling and putting things in like that. But this is just going to be a memory keeper here. And I will be using stickers and making this really fun and exciting in here. I have journaled already for yesterday. And as for the monthly pages, I'm not totally sure, but I think I'm going to use this just for little like memories a day. So like one thing that happened each day, or maybe a gratitude each day, or maybe I'll do it a little bit different each month. I'm not totally sure, but I'm really excited about this book, and it's going to be a lot of writing, and I think this will be a beautiful keepsake. I really was tempted by the Flex one. I have the Flex here, which is her cover that's more flexible. But it's a vertical. And although I love it, let's see if I can grab it. I have these 2 other ones here. These are both vertical, and I love this cover. If I could choose any cover, I would choose this one, I think, as I really love the colors of that. But they sent me, I didn't pick the colors, they just sent them to me. So I'm using the blue just because it's the only horizontal I have. But this Flex cover, I love. And here's what the vertical looks like. So it's kind of Hobonichi-esque, except these are 1.5 inch columns, so you can use sticker kits in this. By the way, I used it last year and I loved this layout because you can use standard size sticker kits in it. But beautiful, beautiful books. So yeah, but this is the one I'm going with. My next 2 are both goal setting systems, and I love both of these. This one definitely is drawing me in because this is my daughter's art, and she did this cover for MakseLife, the inside and this side. So I really, really wanted to use that. But the Cultivate What Matters tending list is a little bit more simple, and I'm kind of leaning towards things that are easier for me to do and to keep up with this year. And so I'm going to be in both of these, but let me tell you what I'm using it for. So I'm going to set the power sheets aside, and I'm going to talk about MakseLife. So I've always wanted to have a book where I just keep track of all the kits I've designed. I put a lot of work into kits. I design like 50, 60 kits a year, and I haven't ever kept them all. And I wished I had done this every year where I just lay out the stickers in a book for my own memory of all the things that I created during the year, because it's a lot of work. At this point, I've created over 200 kits, and I just wish I had a book. So MakseLife has this beautiful vertical layout, which I have used for many years as my main planner, and I love it. I was just looking, you could probably tell by the planners I did choose this year that I was looking for things that are more compact and more small and simple in a way. And so I did go a lot with the Tombow River paper and the smaller books. So that is one of the main reasons why I'm not using a MakseLife as my main planner this year. But this is going to be a way for me to keep track of all of the kits I design. I'm going to lay them all out beautifully in here. And, maybe I'll write basic things that are happening during the week in those. But for the most part, it really is just a place for me to keep track of the art that I've created through the year. And I think it will be so fun because it will be my daughter's cover and all of my art inside. And when Emma gets done with her mission, I plan on having her create sticker kits for me with her art. And so I can put those in here too, because she'll be back at the end of the summer. And yeah, I'm so excited. I'm actually super excited about this. I think it will be so fun to look back on and see all of those things. I may use some of the reflection pages in this to actually reflect at the end of the week, because that is a thing that I do find is lacking a little bit in Cultivate What Matters, is that frequent check-in. So I may use that in here, but for the most part, my goals this year, I am going to be using Cultivate What Matters. I love both systems. I think they're both amazing. I've just used MakseLife for the past, I've used it for 5 years in a row for my goals, and I just felt drawn to try something else this year for my goals. But this is going to be a treasure, and I'm so excited about it. So this is the final thing. I need to back up. Cultivate What Matters is a little bigger in height than your average 7x9 planner, but I have filled most of this out and I've worked really hard on it. I didn't do like super cutesy, although you can see I highlight a lot because I make lines with my highlighter before I write in here, just because I can't write straight to save my life. And then I wrote all my goals. So I have finished that. I did my word of the year, wherever that went. I'm still working on it a little bit. My word of the year is nourish. Like I told you with my health, I want to make sure that I'm eating more, not just calories in, calories out, but more nourishing foods. So this has a lot to do with my health, but also with my spirituality. So I just put a scripture about that and a little quote over here. It's a word that is speaking to me both spiritually and physically, and something that I want to focus on this year. In January, I made some of my goals. I set some of these lists and my evening routines. This is probably the planner that I've worked on the most. I haven't done my weekly rhythms. I probably will do this in my Sterling ink actually. And then I wrote down this is my tending list. So the tending list is actually perforated. In the past, when I've used Cultivate What Matters, I would actually tear this out and put it on a clipboard in front of me and work on this. And then I would just glue it into the page here. But now they have stuff on the back, which I want to use. So I'll probably just keep it like this and turn it back on itself. If you didn't want to do all of that beginning work, which is a lot, it's a lot more than MakseLife. MakseLife has a lot more throughout the year to do, and Cultivate What Matters has a lot more upfront. So I'm done with a lot of that prep work, and now the goal system is a lot more simple than MakseLife, and I feel like it's just in reverse. Depends on what you want to do. If you want to have little by little throughout the year, which is really beneficial actually, MakseLife is a better system. But yeah, you can do the prep work in this now, and then only work on the tending list, which I've done that many times in the past, and it is so helpful. So it has monthly action items. So these are things you just need to do one time. So I have like closet clean out, donate clothes, and then down here at weekly action, I have meal plan and order, meal prep. These are things I need to do every week, date night, mop floors. And then daily action items, I have my scripture study, 80 ounces of water, 100 grams of protein, track food, house pickup, journaling, social media. So you can like color it in, highlight it in. When you fix it, there's 5 check marks for the 5 weeks, and then all of the check marks for the 31 days in January. So you're just tracking these habits that you need to do throughout the month. And then it has a little bit of reflection at the end of the month. So instead of weekly reflection, they have a more simple reflection here. So that's really all that Cultivate What Matters is. So if I take out the journal and this goal setting system here, the actual planning books that I'm going to be working in are these. So I have my nursing and my sticker business here, and then I have health, my weekly, and my daily. So I feel like that's pretty doable. These are the ones that will take a lot more work. I feel like it's a really good system. It's very different from what I've used in the past. And actually last year I used pretty consistently, I used my 7x9 compact vertical, and I loved it, and it worked great for me. So it's interesting that I'm totally jumping ship and going for the more like simple, small. These 3 are all that Tombow river paper, super, super cheapo planners in this, and then my big Laurel Denise for my business. Thank you so much for watching. I realize this is a little much. And honestly, if I didn't have this channel, I probably would skim down to 1 or 2 planners. I just know I would. I do this as a hobby. It's a lot of fun for me. It's also a business for me, so I like to be in lots of planners and use my stickers in them and test them out. I count it for that as well. But I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful new year. And if you would like, I would love to hear what planners you're using, or if you have a lot like me and you don't want to say, you can just say how many planners you're using and make me feel a little bit better about myself, because I have, if you count the journals, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I really wanted to go simple, but I also needed to compartmentalize these different things. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to y'all very soon. See you, bye.